Hi everyone and welcome to Sports Watch. If you like the content, please press the bell icon for further notifications and like, share and subscribe to the channel. What an enthralling first day of Test cricket we had at Perth between India and Australia. If this is just the appetizer, you can expect the main course to be mouth-watering as well. 17 wickets fell on the first day, the highest in Perth since 1952. It was a spicy wicket to say the least, and the batsmen from both sides found it real tough. India were led by Jasprit Bumrah in the absence of Rohit Sharma, and surprisingly he decided to bat first on that pitch. It's the new Optus Cricket Stadium in Perth, not the old WACA ground, and the visiting teams always find it difficult to adjust to the pace and bounce of the wicket. India had plenty of new faces in their sides. Nitish Kumar Reddy and Harshit Rana were making their debut, while Washington Sundar made it to the 11 ahead of Ashwin and Jadeja. On that green pitch, spinners wouldn't have made much of an impact, but it's always difficult to leave out bowlers who have 800 plus wickets between them. But the decision to bat first quickly backfired. Yashasvi Jaiswal found out rather quickly that it's not the Wankhede Stadium where he could just blaze away without any hope of the ball carrying through to the slips. He was dismissed for a duck by Mitchell Starc. Devdutt Padikkal, who was in for Shubman Gill, also found it exceedingly difficult to get going. The Australians gave nothing away and bowled an impeccable channel, and Padikkal could only edge it to carry after facing 23 balls. In walked Virat Kohli, who has been miserable with the bat of late. He hasn't scored many runs, and calls are slowly rising about him being held accountable. Once again, Kohli was dismissed by Hazlewood as he tried to play forward to a ball which jumped off length. It has been one of his technical flaws for quite some time, but it hasn't changed. KL Rahul, who was batting beautifully, was controversially adjudged caught behind by the third umpire. Typical Australian umpiring when you give the visiting player out despite not having conclusive evidence to overturn the on-field decision of the umpires. Dhruv Jurel and Washington Sundar also made their way back to the pavilion rather cheaply. Once again, it was Rishabh Pant who tried to resurrect the Indian innings with his unorthodox batting. He tried all sorts of shots. One thing with Pant is he doesn't die wandering. That six of Pat Cummins was typical of Rishabh Pant. It was uncanny and uncalled for under the circumstances. But the way he played it kind of describes the person that he is. Debutant Nitish Kumar Reddy also played well. He looked assured with the bat. He was especially good against Nathan Lyon and didn't allow him to settle. That can be a crucial part in the later half of the tour. Along with Pant, the pair put on vital runs and also saved India from further embarrassment. Pant should be disappointed with the way he got out after having fought so hard and slowly being able to bring India back into the game. He plays a loose shot and gets out. That can prove rather costly later in the game. India were bowled out to 150 runs in less than 50 overs. Once again, India failed to bat the full day. That's a problematic area for Team India. But with so much happening in the wicket, the Indian bowlers too would fancy their chances. And when you have Jasprit Bumrah in your side, then anything is possible. He's the best bowler in the world right now across all formats. He has picked 177 wickets in tests at an average of 20.17. In the history of test cricket, there has been only one bowler who has a better average than him. And once again, he bowled like a boss. An in-swinger to dismiss Nathan McSweeney, then the perfect outswinger to Labuschagne, which was dropped by Kohli. All of India had their hands on their hips then. Not to be deterred, though, Bumrah bowled the perfect outswinger to Khwaja next over, and Kohli made no mistake this time. That was followed by an in-swinger to Steve Smith first ball. Smith, who had been India's nemesis in the Border Gavaskar Trophy, was caught plumb in front. Harshid Rana was making his debut, bowled a couple of loose balls, but followed that with a peach to Castle Travis' head. It was his first test wicket and something he can be mighty proud of. Manas Labuschagne, who despite having a life, was having the struggle of a lifetime. He was caught plumb in front by Mohammad Siraj. He also dismissed Mitchell Marsh, and Bumrah came back later in the day to dismiss Pat Cummins. Australia ended the day with 67 for 7. They trailed by 83 runs. If India can manage to get a lead of 50, they're well and truly back in the game. But the onus is on the batsmen. The bowlers have done their part. Now it's up to the batters. The pitch will become much easier to bat in days 2 and 3. But to make use of that, India need to bat well. Despite all the bowling prowess, it would all mean nothing if the batters don't score runs. Of late, that has been India's major problems. Their top order has not been able to get the big runs. India should definitely be overjoyed by making a strong comeback into the test match. Can they fight back in the second day and put on a get performance? Or will the Australians bounce back like they usually do? Let me know in the comment section what you feel. And if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.